Hey everyone, welcome back to Homestead Corner. I'm Jenny. Today I have got a $25 budget prepper pantry haul from the Dollar Tree. So I think it is so important to make sure your pantry is absolutely as full as possible. We are going into winter and things are going to get hard this winter. We want to make sure we are stocked up as possible. And even if it's just a small $25 haul, you can still get your pantry filled up. Little by little, it definitely adds up. And I think right now, just pushing as hard as we can is so important. And this is just a small haul, but it adds up little by little. It definitely does. So let's see what we got in here. So the first thing I found were these little tuna salad kits. There's a little can of tuna salad inside with crackers and a little spreader. These are great to put in your go bags, emergency food, just a quick open and eat food. They are wonderful to have in the cabinet, definitely. And this one has a 12/20/23 date on it. So they're good for about a year, which is great. And I picked up the tuna salad with crackers, just a plain old tuna salad. And we also got a ranch tuna salad. And that one had the same date on it, I believe. Yeah, that one's 11/20/23. But you definitely want to watch your dates at the Dollar Tree. I noticed some of the things are coming up pretty quick. Maybe 6 months until it's got the expiration date. Not that the item's going to go bad on that date, but definitely the longer out the date, the longer it's going to last. That's just a Best Buy date, and it's going to last longer than that. That date on your food does not mean it's going to just drop dead on that day. There's still lots of life left in it. So I found also the Armor potted meat snack kit. I have never seen these before. This was a nice little find. It's got 6 crackers, a can of potted meat, and a little spoon to spread it in. And we like the potted meat. I like to add a little mayonnaise to it, and you can add some seasoning, and it's pretty good on crackers or bread. And then I also grabbed the chicken salad. They had quite a few of these little kits, and they're just a small snack, but they all have a good protein in them, and they are just quick, open, and eat. So I think those are wonderful to have on the shelf for those quick moments when you need them. And the next thing I got was Hungry Jack potatoes. They only had one, so I only got one. That's all they had in the store. And this store that we went to was, the food section was really small. It was a different one than we've been to before. And they only had about a half an aisle of food. They had a ton of candy and tons of craft stuff, but the actual food section was really, really small. So they didn't have tons of stuff in there. And but I did find, these little cracker kits and a few things. And I found this, which I've never seen at Dollar Tree before. And this is just a little summer sausage. Summer sausage are great for the pantry. You do not have to keep it in the fridge. They are shelf stable for a little over a year. And we just, to make sure they're safe in our pantry, those plastic shoe containers or any of your plastic containers, just to make sure you're keeping critters out and stuff. If you tend to get mice, they will definitely find these. But we love to keep summer sausage. You can cut them up for cheese and crackers. They also are great to cut up and toss in a casserole or a soup or something like that. So just another option for an easy shelf-stable protein, which is nice. And then we grabbed a few pounds of beans. I got a pound of black beans. We love black beans. And a pound of the Great Northern white beans. Those are great. We love those for like baked beans and things. And red kidney beans, one of our favorites. We love red kidney beans. And I think varieties of spice of life. They did not have any lentils. I always look for lentils because they are so much quicker to cook. But we keep a lot of the dry beans are great. If you are pressure canning meat and you've got a couple empty spots, we'll grab a bag of beans and just fill up some jars, and then we've got those all canned up because they take the same amount of time as meat in the pressure canner. So that's always nice. And then these are always so loud. We also got some egg noodles. These egg noodles are really delicious, the Columbia ones. It's only a 12-ounce bag, but if you look in your other stores, a lot of the bags in there are only 12 ounces also, and they're closer to $2 a bag for egg noodles. These aren't going to last long term, but they're great to have in the pantry. They're excellent for casseroles, soups, all kinds of stuff. We love having egg noodles, and sometimes just some butter and pepper on them on the side. They're just good. And then they had a 2-pound bag of rice, which is great for $1.25. If you normally buy small bags of rice, this is really a pretty good deal. I normally buy big 20-pound bags of rice because it's so much cheaper when you buy 20 pounds at a time. But if you are stocking small bags, this is definitely a great deal because it is almost $1 a pound at Walmart now. And the prices just keep rising everywhere. This food inflation is crazy. I saw butter a couple days ago. I think it was at Walmart. And the cheapest butter was like $4.75 a pound, which to me, that's just crazy. It just keeps skyrocketing. So making sure your pantry is full. I do not see this slowing down anytime soon. All right, and then I did grab, these are just the only non-food item, paper lunch sacks. These are just little paper bags. We use these for all sorts of stuff. We bag up flour in these when we buy big, huge bags of flour. When we repackage for storage, these are great for that. We use these to dry our herbs in, all sorts of stuff. We use these for tons of different projects around the house. When we have small batches of herbs, these little bags work great. You can just put them in a thin layer, and they will dry out really good in a paper bag. So that's a nice free way to dry your herbs. And we do that a lot, especially when we have small batches. Let's see. And then we got a Polar coconut milk. I normally buy the Azul, but the Azul has been gone for a while in our Dollar Tree. So I thought I would give this Polar a try and see how we like it, because we use a bit of coconut milk for different types of things in the kitchen. So we figured we'll give this one a try and see if we like it, because I don't want my pantry to get too low for the things that we use a lot of. So we'll try that. Maybe we'll stock up if we love it. And then I got a few cans of beans. They had some black beans in, and I got a couple, I believe, yes, a couple cans of the red small beans. These are great for all kinds of stuff. Canned beans are perfect. We like to store the dry beans, but if we don't have enough canned up and we need a can, I love to have these on hand too. You know, any way you can get it in. If you're not a canner, these canned beans are perfect for adding to all kinds of meals to beef stuff up, and they have a decent protein. I like that. None of these have any kind of seasoning in them, which is kind of good in my opinion, because we like to season them up depending on what we use them for. Because one time we might want something with a Creole seasoning, and the next time we might want, something ranchy, or you never know. So it's nice to have some plain stuff to really mix it up in your pantry. And then having all those seasonings is so important. And the next thing I found was, this was probably the best deal I found. Progresso soups. These are the lights, which, doesn't bother me at all. They are chicken and vegetable rotini, which is great. It's got your pasta in there, the broths. These are over $2 at a lot of our stores now per can, and $1.25 is such a good deal. So I love to grab these when I see them for this price. You can thicken up the broth in here and make like a gravy. It's wonderful over potatoes or rice or quinoa or whatever you have, couscous. anything you have in the pantry, you can just pour it right over it. It's great. And if you thicken up that broth with a little slurry or cornstarch, it definitely makes it a much heartier meal. When you add that rice or whatever you want underneath it, it beefs it right up. We like that. It keeps it really affordable too. And one of these cans, I think these are 2 servings, although I know if all I had was this can of soup, I'd eat the whole can. I think they're 2 servings, but. And then last, but definitely not least, I grabbed a little bit more, the only 2 cans they had of pineapple chunks. We love these Libby pineapple chunks. They are delicious. They're super open and eat, easy snack for the kids for a lunchtime meal or anything like that. The pineapples, you can add them into Jell-O, you can add them into cakes, we like to use them with Spam and rice, make like a little Hawaiian dish, or if you have ham or whatever you have, pulled pork, goes great with them. And that is it for my haul. I would love to hear how you guys are all doing with your Dollar Trees. I know ours seems to be shrinking, the food, slowly, but the food section seems to be shrinking. And this store that I went to, it was really small. It was literally half an aisle, both sides, but that was it for food. And then it was cups and pans and stuff like that. So, and if you have found anything new, please let us know in the comments down below. You never know when you're going to help someone find their next favorite thing or something that they might be missing in their pantry. And that's it for today. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.